Have Manchester United lost the race to sign Liam Delap? It looks very, very certain Liam Delap will be signing and playing his football next season at Stamford Bridge. Welcome back to From the Shed End. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, as always, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If you haven't already, make sure you go over to our Instagram account, which has just hit 14,000 followers in the last couple of hours. So make sure you do that. We've also got our match review of the game from last night in Poland, where we were crowned Conference League champions, and also the match day vlog has also just landed on the channel. So there's a lot of content for you guys to get involved in. But let's get back to the topic and the matter at hand, because as it says here, David Ornstein has reported on The Athletic that Liam Delap prefers Chelsea transfers. Rival clubs told he will not join them. It goes on to say that subject to an agreement on personal terms and the requirements of Delap's 30 million release clause being met, the 22-year-old will move to Chelsea. Ipswich signed Delap from Manchester City, where he made just 6 first-team appearances in July 2024, in a deal worth in the initial 15 million range, plus 5 million add-ons from promotion to the English top flight. Despite Ipswich's struggle at the wrong end of the table and subsequent relegation, Delap enjoyed a breakthrough campaign, scoring 12 goals in the Premier League as well. He spent 22-23 season and 23-24 seasons across the Championship, loan spells at Stoke City, Preston North End and Hull City respectively, where he scored 12 times across 70 matches. Delap, whose father Rory played 11 times for the Republic of Ireland, has been capped up to under 21 level for England. Now I'm going to go on record and say that this was not my first choice. You've seen me on here before say about Victor Gyökeres, Victor Osimhen, Benjamin Sesko, João Pedro, recent times as well. But it looks like now, Liam Delap, who I'm not against at all being at Chelsea, because one thing I do like about a player that's played in the Premier League, he knows what to expect. Go down the road of the strikers that we've had in recent times, you know, and not even out-and-out strikers, but the attacking options, Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Romelu Lukaku. You know, we could go on, even Nicolas Jackson this season as well. So we've had players that have come in, Christopher Nkunku, another one, who hasn't really hit that ground running. And I think a lot of our attackers have always found it difficult. We know we can't break down low blocks. We're not confident in front of goal. We don't take the chances that are created. I think Liam Delap will change that for us. I really do. I think if we sign him, and there are some pluses to this signing if it goes ahead. One, very low on transfer fees. Now, we could have gone out, we could have spent 80, maybe 90 million, I'm hearing, for Benjamin Sesko. I would assume Alexander Isak, if he was even in that conversation for him, is going to cost over 100 million. Victor Osimhen will be in the same region, 100 million pounds as well. So I think for the fee, if we do sign him, you know, the release clause is fine. You know, Victor Gyökeres, I think, is a 70 million. So you're talking double for Victor Gyökeres, who, yes, is scoring bags of goals in the Portuguese league. He's also doing it for his international countries, Sweden. But I do think if we can sign someone like Liam Delap, it just gives us that little bit of confidence that we've got a goal scorer that is comfortable in front of goal. Now, 12 goals in a season is not, it's not electrifying. It's not going to, you know, it's not competing with the Mo Salahs of the world. But what it will give you, an opportunity for Liam Delap to step up. He's playing amongst better players. I think 12 goals in a Ipswich squad that is really poor. It's really diabolical, Ipswich. They're relegated for a reason. But if we can get the best out of Liam Delap, you know, he's physical. He brings that height into the box, you know, in terms of our set pieces, our corners. I think it's something that was mentioned yesterday post-match with Mikel Antonio, Joe Cole and Stephen Sidwell. Jackson needs competition. Well, we've said it on here before. You know, Nicolas Jackson's going to need competition next season. Whether he's here or he's on loan, he's going to need the competition, because I feel like sometimes when you're in a position and you're not really being tested, you're not really given anything to work against. And when I say that, I'm going back to Marcus Alonso, Ben Chilwell. You know, the pair of them being at the club at the one time. And I remember, I think it was Chilwell was injured and Alonso's form dipped slightly, and then Ben Chilwell came back. Alonso had to up his levels because your position's at stake. You're not guaranteed a start in any team, and especially Chelsea. Now, Liam Delap, for me, as I said, he's gone on. He's gone on to score. Played 39 times for Ipswich last season, 12 goals, 2 assists. Now, one thing I will say, he did pick up 12 yellow cards last season. Over the Premier League time he's been in the Premier League, but he's described here as a complete forward, strong physical attributes like stamina and power. He excels in holding up the ball, linking play with midfielders, and has a key finishing ability, particularly with mid-range, low-range shots. He is an aerial threat and often moves deep to create space, making him versatile in a 4-3-3 formation as a centre-forward. His style is compared to Edin Dzeko, with strengths in the finishing, instincts, and off-the-ball movement, and no significant weaknesses noted. Now, that is something that, we've been crying out for at Chelsea, an out-and-out number 9, a striker, someone that can hit the target. Now, he doesn't have to score every shot he takes. We're not expecting him to score. But I guarantee you he's going to get a lot more chances. Look at the players he's going to be playing around. Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke, Pedro Neto. They're going to service him like anything. They're going to be throwing balls left, right, centre into the box for him. And he's tall. Physicality is brilliant. Now, another key factor is the wages. I don't think the wages will be too much in terms of what we would expect from Liam Delap. The demands, I don't think, will be anywhere near what Victor Osimhen or Victor Gyökeres, Benjamin Sesko will be asking for. So I think, again, it fits the profile of what the club is trying to do, bring in and recruit younger players. He's 22. He's going to want to try and break into that England squad for the World Cup next year as well. So I think, if I'm being honest, the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm actually being sold by this move. It was never first choice for me, but I think he's proven himself in a really, really poor Ipswich squad that he can score goals. 12 goals. And I would like to think he's coming into a better team in terms of quality. The players that I've just mentioned, even Enzo Fernandez, add him into that for assist as well. Cucurella, Reece James, that could provide assists for someone like Liam Delap. He's coming into a squad that is a lot better in terms of what it will offer going forward in our attack. Now, of course, that does mean we miss out on potentially someone like Victor Osimhen or Victor Gyökeres, unless, now I said this in the WhatsApp group chat that I'm in earlier on today, unless we loan out Nicolas Jackson, because there will be players sold this season and players will be allowed to leave on a loan. Nicolas Jackson could be one of those players that go out on a loan. That does not rule out another striker coming in through Cobham. That could be Victor Osimhen, it could be Victor Gyökeres, but I do think this signing, coming in, bringing him in, we always blame the owners for not getting things right. I feel like they're getting something right here. Now, it's a massive gamble, but I would say the same thing if it was Osimhen or Gyökeres. I think they're both gambles as well, and I think they're bigger gambles because of the fee, the wages we'll be paying them, and also the fact they don't have that Premier League experience. Liam Delap, for me, is someone that does have that experience in the Premier League, and I think he's going to be someone that we have to remember. We have to remember, before he was at Man City, he was at Derby's academy, but he's been working with Maresca before. They've been at Man City and worked together. So Maresca's going to understand the best qualities to use him in. He's come out before Maresca and said he's a favourite. He appreciates what he can do on and off the ball as a striker. So I think that there's going to be a lot of sort of noise around this, isn't there, over the next couple of weeks, whether he signs or not. But I think the fact that he's turned around and he said to clubs now that he doesn't want to play for any other club bar Chelsea, there should be no issues getting this deal done now. He could even be at the Club World Cup. I would actually say maybe the final last night, there must have been conversations going on before the final, but I think Chelsea qualifying for top 4, winning a trophy at the end of it, knowing that there's another place in the squad for a striker, I'm sure he's looked at the other options. United missing out on Champions League football, Newcastle potentially not really wanting to be in for him. They've got Isak and they look like they're going to keep him. Everton, I know we're interested in Liam Delap, but again, Everton are a team that are trying to sustain themselves. They're going into a new stadium. They've done really well this season to not be where they were seasons before that in terms of relegation. But I do think if you look at the projects, the profile of what the player's looking for, the vision of what the player wants going forward, you know, European Champions League football. He wants to get himself in that World Cup squad for Thomas Tuchel. That's clear to see. And I think he'll get there. I think he'll get there. It's a massive gamble. It is a massive gamble, Liam Delap. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what you think. Is Liam Delap worth the money, the 30 million? Will he do well at Chelsea? Should we sign him? It looks like there's no issues with personal terms. The fees are release clause, so I'd assume there's nothing to negotiate in terms of that. We just pay the 30 million. We get the terms done. He could be a Chelsea player by the end of next week, in time for the Club World Cup. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Liam Delap the answer to Chelsea's striker issues? If not, who should we sign in replace of him? And also, don't forget, we are on the road to 800 subscribers, so make sure you smash the subscribe button before you do anything else. And we'll be back soon with another video. Until then, enjoy the weekend, and we'll be back soon.